Hello everybody, it's Zack Rhodes for the weekly update. A few things today. First off, last week the Juan 7th Kirby's marathon to raise money for John finished, and I'm very happy to say that we reached the goal. So thank you to everyone who helped out with it, the people, the streamers, the people who helped promote it, obviously the people that donated. It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's see, this past week we had Final Fantasy X videos, Final Fantasy X-2. There was a stream of Shibuya Scramble, and I streamed the new Kirby game, which was a ton of fun. I probably am going to upload the VOD this week for that. As for other things, this past week I also just took a little bit of a break from mostly from Twitter and Discord. Just to recharge a little bit, and I think it helped. It was nice to just not for a while. So yeah, I should be back this week. So if you missed me for whatever reason, there I'll be. Let's see. What else happened this week? Pre-orders for the Johniverse magazine ended, so that's cool. Can't wait till that stuff comes out and I can show you what I drew. Let's see. Complaining. There's a bunch of birthdays this past week. Blossom Tales 2 released, which I bought, and hopefully will be Let's Playing in the not too distant future, so look forward to that. I had a lot of fun with the first one. I did another edition of the Xenoblade video GIF thing, the real American thing for Proton John. Got some laughs out of the new content. I'm just really happy that I can keep producing something that makes people laugh there. Let's see. Did a bunch of Patreon things. I'll show those off in a moment. I have one Patreon piece left for the month. We only had 4 this month, but that's okay. It allowed me to work on other things. Wow. And yeah, that's about it otherwise. So the art I did this week. Also on the Kirby thing, I debuted this guy as a PNG tuber, one of the ones that mouth moves, when you talk. So I think it worked out really nicely. So I'm gonna try to keep that on the streams that it won't be too intrusive, like the Shibuya Scramble stuff. I'm going to keep without that, just because I need all the space because there's a lot of text. But anyway, so this week I drew for Patreon, or I posted anyway. This one I drew this week, but the other ones I just posted. Uni from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I really like how this one came out. One second, I'm gonna make it a little lighter and autofocus on her. There we go. So yeah, this one, I really like how it came out. I tried to go for more simple coloring, and I think it worked out nicely for it. It is absolutely doing the numbers on DeviantArt, let me tell you. Another Patreon thing that I did was of Tycho and Zack, in like a detective, in specifically Looker's outfit, with a nice detective vibe. I really like how this came out also, just the back-to-back, the way that the trench coats were and stuff. So yeah, I like that a lot. And the third Patreon piece that I did for this month was a character named Lucius Valentine, who Lucy Valentine is a bunny that I've drawn a few times for Patreon. She was originally Lucius, a vampire. So I know it's got Nagito vibes, but I just like drawing floofy hair, okay? And the last thing that I drew this week that I can show here, this is Kiku. Kiku is Mamanella's puppo. It was Mamanella's birthday yesterday, so I wanted to draw her something nice. So, and this year I chose their dog. I really haven't drawn dogs too much, but I think this came out nicely. And by too much, I mean like I've never drawn a dog before, but this isn't really a dog. It's an amalgam of squiggles. But that mostly works. That works for what it is. But so yeah, so that was what I drew this week. Yeah, I've been working on something else. I've been working on a few other projects, but one of them is a really dumb idea that you're not going to see here. But I'm excited for it regardless. But as for the schedule this week, so I have physical therapy on Tuesday and probably Thursday this week or Friday. And the place that I'm going to, my normal therapist is on vacation, so I'm going to another location, another person, which is nearby as well, but they have different hours. So instead of going at 10:30 or 11 in the morning, it's 1:30 the earliest, 1:30 p.m. And that kind of bites into my day because that's around the time that I've been doing the Shibuya screams. So what I'm thinking is Wednesday morning doing Shibuya at the Shibuya Scramble stream at around the time that I normally would, which is like 12:31. And then if I stream, it's going to be Tuesday or Thursday evening if I do a non-Shibuya stream. As for what I would be doing, I'm thinking Animal Crossing. I've been saying that I'd like to do Animal Crossing. I'm going to gauge people's interest in when would be a good time for that. So I'm hoping that we're going to do an Animal Crossing stream this week. It'll be like the usual, people visiting people's towns and just having a time. I think a chunk of the stream also is just going to be me fixing my town up because I haven't been playing in a few months. I feel bad for saying that, but I haven't been playing in a few months. I've been trying to focus on finishing up Xenoblade 2 and Torna, so I fell off of playing Animal Crossing. But there's a few people I know that still have been playing it and would like to, keep it up. So, if people show up for that, then we'll visit people's towns. If not, I'll do some dream addresses because those are always fun. Excuse me. But regardless, the second stream that we have is going to be Animal Crossing. If there's a third stream, probably not. If there's a third stream, I'm thinking Paper Mario, but 2 streams in a week is a lot for me. So we'll keep to that. But we're getting very close to the end of Shibuya Scramble, so I'm really excited for that. Anyway, we're under 10 minutes today. It's weird how short these are when I don't complain. But yeah, I don't know. This week, like I said, I did take time off just as a mental break from social media. I think everyone really should do that on a regular basis. It's very good for you because like you start doom scrolling, even if like nothing bad is happening, you doom scroll anyway because other people are doing it for you. It's a lot of negativity, even if you try to surround yourself in a mostly, like Twitter is a curated experience and it's still full of negativity. The same with Discord and stuff. It's very hard to avoid it. So sometimes you just gotta take time away from it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so I needed some time to just recharge my mental batteries and convince myself that I wasn't being too annoying and that everyone didn't secretly talk about me behind my back. That's one of the things that like my brain always defaults to, is that everyone's talking about you behind your back, for whatever reason. It's a new thing every day, what it chooses as the impetus for it. But yeah, I don't know if it's because I see people gossiping about other people and my brain is like, you are not exempt from this, Dovey. I really don't like joining in on that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's an anxiety lumped in a bunch of other things. And also, one of the things that comes with being Jewish on the internet is that, growing up Jewish, unfortunately, you have to deal with the fact that like anyone at any time, just based on our history and even living in America here, like anyone at any time can turn on you, and it's not a fun feeling to not be able to trust everybody, because it's just historically it's always the neighbors and everything and the friends that turn on the Jews, even in the good times. So, being on the internet and not being able to like see people and stuff, it amplifies the anxiety, and especially with the significant rise in anti-Semitic attacks and speech, especially in America. If you look at like the statistics for how many, like the percentage and rise in attacks and incidents over the past year or two, even, you just start assuming that it's an inevitability as opposed to something that may happen. So just seeing all that and combining with personal anxieties, it never feels right. So sometimes I just need to take time away and reconvince myself that I've curated a safe environment for myself, and that the people around me are not going to suddenly turn on me. But it's not an easy thing. I have, unfortunately, precedent to say otherwise, and also personal precedent even. So yeah. Not fun. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. Thank you very much for watching and listening, really. I heard a good line yesterday. Some people say, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You're meant to listen more than you're meant to talk. And I appreciate those of you who use at least one or both of your ears to listen to me while I talk and talk. And I appreciate you listening to the people around you as well. Everybody needs an ear, sometimes. And, taking the time to be that ear to listen is important. Even if you aren't able to help with a situation, even, just lending an ear, just listening, makes that person feel like they are not alone, and it is a very, very huge feeling. It's a very important feeling. So thank you for lending an ear to people, and thank you for just doing the things to make the people around you feel like they're not they're not the odd one out. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and stay awesome. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.